Hey guys, Bikle Plays here, and today we're on episode 17 of Limelight. And wait, something's not right here. Much better. I can actually breathe now, which is nice. And last episode, we made that. I love it a lot. Quickly, I've been doing some work. I've been doing it on the camera, but I'm talking to you in the future of that, and I built it in the past. So first thing, I built that. Yeah, it's just a house. There's no real lore to this house. It's just a house, a very empty house. So quickly time lapse that. Let's watch me build this super fast, really fast. The fastest you've ever seen someone build, because this is not actually a time lapse. This is me actually building it future. I don't know what I'm saying. But since that is completed, what we're going to be working on is rock creation. I started it, but I'm not near completing it. Here's the time lapse of me, like of the start of it. I was able to do quite a bit. I made this place look more finished, which was nice. And then I did all this. It's big. But there's still a huge problem. It's floating. And I think I have an idea on how to make this less floating. I'm kind of gonna get rid of the fact that this was an island originally. Because it's not really one anymore. So it technically is, but it's more of a mountain range. So pretty much, I am gonna connect this to this and have a natural slope downwards to the water. And this is the first time, really this season, that I'm doing a massive terraforming project without planning it out. Because all this is planned out ahead of time. Because I don't think a lot of people can freeform mountain ranges, but again, some people can, I know that, but I certainly cannot. But something I do know how to do is landscaping, and that's what pretty much this is gonna be. We're gonna have to figure out the slope we want to reach here, somewhere around here. This will take a lot of dirt and a lot of stone and a lot of everything. So let's start the planning. Let's just start the planning process. The first thing we really need is a lot of dirt, because even if we're not gonna be using dirt as much, dirt is just an excellent way to plan out. And I will try my best to go through all this, or a lot of it. First thing we need to do is figure out where exactly we want this to connect. I told Crafty what I'm doing. I won't. I really should grab my shovel. That's too linear. That's fine though. We're gonna just start over. So what I'm planning on doing right now is making it steeper, like a much harsher kind of making it go up faster. We're just at the moment doing skeleton work, which we don't know if any of this is gonna stick. I'm just trying to get a general shape down, and to be totally honest, still have no idea. My only goal is to make it look less floating. Okay, so I'm just gonna create the skeleton of this, and then I'll be back. Just a quick time lapse of that. Yeah, let's go. During this time, I was kind of struggling to get a good shape down, but luckily Crafty came over and helped me out with that. But something I wanted and I knew that I wanted was to actually add cliffs. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing a mix of cliffs and like kind of plains biome slope. Let's bring it back to your Bikle to explain everything else. Okay, so I spent a little bit of time just kind of building up a little bit, and I built this first. I was letting it sit because I didn't quite know how I felt about it. So while I was letting it sit, I worked on the train right here. See how I want this to go. I guess I should do that because I forgot. I did pretty much. I didn't finish the skeleton. I did a lot of it though. If we go to free cam real quick, I got up to this. I still have all of this left to do, but this is the first chunk I want to get done. It's not quite there yet. I'm gonna be honest, it's not quite there yet. What I'm looking for is to kind of have the eye drag upwards to the mountain. So, for me to do that, I was adding some cliff faces to have a pop of gray to kind of blend in. It's not detailed in the slightest, but it will be. I am thinking to maybe remove this like the little grass area right here and have this be all like a huge just cliff face. I think that would make it look a lot less cake like. I'm making like a little gradual little thing right here, which is gonna lead into probably gonna be a cliff face going this way. I need to find a way to kind of stop that because I don't want it to be all the way around. I want it to be like bits and pieces. But yeah, so this is gonna be a little this is gonna be like a little flat meadow up until the cliff, and then go back into a flat meadow. And I think once this is completed, it will look pretty good. I'm playing around with levels right now, like how this goes downwards to this little area. So I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't really have a plan. I have a idea, but not a concrete plan. I'm gonna have to redo this a little bit. Let's say so the cliff face is right here. It starts this block here. Right here is gonna be a cliff face. So our goal, well actually, our goal is just to kind of finish this layer, and then the cliff face, the cliff can start from there. Actually, another thing we should probably work on is covering up this area. Yeah, like that. It will cover up this area and make it seem more natural going upwards. It gives it more shape as well. I think this can work. What I want to do first and foremost is kind of redo this. Like kind of get rid of this dirt because it is giving it a very cake-like stature, which is something I don't want. And I am not saying we're not gonna have any green patch here. I think we should, but just a little bit. Just not there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Again, I will be texturing it, so texturing definitely I think will make this look a lot. I fell. A lot more finished, but I think this might turn to moss to kind of match up there. Yeah, it should probably. I think all of this honestly should be moss. It's kind of annoying because I don't have that much more moss left. I actually think I have a fun idea for this one. Yeah, that's actually that's looking pretty nice at the moment. But my idea is we're gonna have this come up higher than that. Then it's gonna slope down. There's this mountain in Edinburgh. I forget what it's like, Arthur's Chair or something. I'm gonna put a picture up. I'm gonna put a picture up now. And I don't think I was never there up close, unfortunately. I wanted to, but I saw from distance. So what I'm gonna have it do is come out a little bit. The thing with building terrain is it's a very guess and check thing. even that, when I was designing that, was guess and check. A lot of it was axiom, but still, it doesn't mean it's not that guess. Doesn't mean it's not guess and check. Like, you make a little rock. If you don't like the shape of the rock, you change it. You don't like the size, you change it. It just saves a lot of time. That's why I love axiom, because it's a very big time saver, which is something I love when I'm building, because it allows me to build bigger things quicker. I started the landscaping because I needed a way to kind of stop the cliff progression. Then I just did other small details. Okay. A lot of progress has been made since the last time we spoke. I have been working on some texturing, which is something I've been trying to like learn and get better at. I think it's turning out pretty well. The thing with texturing is it's really not meant to be looked this closely. So we would have to get a little further view, and that's hard. But look, I think I like it a lot. So how I can try to explain this the best I can, because I'm no master at this, because I'm just learning. But pretty much over here, I laid out a little gradient of sorts. Actually, this is technically over here now. So I laid out a little gradient of sorts, so I can just kind of visualize what exactly I'm going to be doing. And this is still wrong. I don't know why I'm messing this up now, but that is it. Of course, I'm not. A normal gradient would be like, say, if I was gonna be going darker to lighter to move your eye up, it would start like, it would be like this, like ends there, then next color, the next color, the next color, the next color, up until the top. But that's not what I'm doing. This isn't really a gradient. This is more highlights, I would say. I'm trying to figure out what block should go. So since this is the darkest, in my opinion, I think this is technically darker. The lightest part of this is lighter than the lightest part of this, so I'm putting this above. But so if you look at this, the darkest part are these corners. So I have a little bit of wool there, a little bit of wool there. It's not much. And then I have some. The next darkest is like these areas, kind of under, but you can be a little more. You can place them around more, just like what you think is optimal. Also, excuse my. I might have a little. I might be developing a cold. I'm not sure. And then this is the next. I don't use these that often, just because I don't really like using them all that often. But I have a little bit of here, and then I have these where the lightest blocks would be, like where the sun most likely would be hitting them. So that's why it gives the effect of like, it's a little lighter. And then the very lightest is this, where it's not even covered at all. So it's yeah, this is the very lightest part. But that gives you the effect of natural shading. And it's looking pretty good. And this is the seat, the thing I was talking about. Like in Edinburgh, the saying is like I don't really know the story, but it just looks like a seat that the guy sits on. Yeah. But yeah, it goes down naturally, somewhat, to this little area. Yay! We're making very good progress. I like it. But I textured this. I want to now texture this. This won't be that color. This will still be very gray tone, so it matches more with this. I just want some parts to pop out. I want, like, if you look at this, and then if you go around to the very front of my base, it's starting to take a while to fly. I kind of like it. My base is huge. Oh my goodness. I have this. I'm kind of following this pattern. It stops over here. I didn't know if I was gonna do the back. But then I looked at this part and I'm like, I kind of have to. This base will never be complete if I don't do this. But so far, I'm really enjoying the progress. I'm definitely not going to put buildings here. I'm probably going to put like trees and grass and just natural looking things. I want to texture this, and I think I have a good idea. So let's texture. Honestly, I think this turned out very well, and I'm very happy with what I'm doing right now. Texturing actually is kind of fun. But I mentioned earlier in the video that I actually did not like the grass or the dirt, so I decided to change it to moss to kind of match what I did up there to the top. And honestly, bow milling it, so much easier than just like, placing it by hand. I also had to redo this cliff face because it just didn't look good and also wasn't really working with what I wanted it to. Some adjustments later, and we have this chunk. Not textured, but let's look at this texturing real quick. So we have this. I showed this off. I like it. Then you go up here, and then we have this. As I mentioned before, I am learning texturing. Like good texturing, not like sporadic. Very thought out. And this is what it looks like so far. And oh my goodness. Goodness? Oh my goodness. It's looking pretty good. Like it's actually like where it's supposed to be darker, it looks darker and more shaded. Like over there, up there. It's so nice. I did, however, think this block right here was gonna be the base. I was wrong. I was building and it turned out the andesite was actually the base. This is what it looks like. I'm using the light gray wool as like the lightest part, kind of imitating the acacia up here, where like it's not really covered by any shade, so it should be bright. Yeah, it looks pretty bad up front because texturing is meant to be viewed from a distance like that, but when you actually look closer at it, then it kind of loses its charm a little bit, but that's okay. Now we're gonna work on this little chunk right here. This part I had a little bit some issues with. I actually have 2 layers. Do I have torches? I do. I should really use them because creepers are a pest. It took me a while to get the shape down, and I do like this little part. It looks really nice. It kind of takes away from the flatness of it, which is precisely what I wanted. It makes the shape look more unique and not like a flat wall. Yeah, so now we're gonna texture this part. I'm talking on my microphone, haha. I'm really enjoying texturing right now. So, let's continue. I was scared to start this project because it's huge. Like, I'm connecting my entire base to the bottom, and it's like 90 blocks. It's not 90 blocks, but it's really big, and it was just a huge project, and I'm very happy I did it. Like, extremely happy. This is one of my favorite things I've built so far. I did some work with texturing, and I think it's looking pretty dang nice. If you go flying up here, it looks I think I'm doing a pretty good job, if I say so myself. I'm having the cliff go a little bit this way, so you can actually go around it to get up to the top. Hi, zombie. It might be a little hard for you to see where we actually started. Pretty much all of this is custom, and we're not done today. Not in a little bit. I kind of want this to go all the way down as the plains and not as a cliff, because I don't know, I kind of want a way to get up here without flying. Let's see what we can do. Hi, zombie again. Let's see what we can do and see how far we can get. This is the last time lapse of the episode, so I hope you guys enjoy it. As I just mentioned, I am currently making it into like a plains going upwards, like a very subtle mountain. But during this build, I also added some other smaller cliffs just to break up the colors a little bit. Don't worry, I talked about this all later. Well, I hope you guys like this build. Please let me know if you do, and yes, it's not done. I know this. I have a lot more to do, but that will be another episode. Don't worry. I probably bored you guys enough talking about this one little thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okie dokie. We have done all of this. I tried having it blend a little bit with the grass, so that's why it kind of connects here. But look, this is... oh, I like it. I like it a lot. So this part is a gradual incline to the mountain. This is what I kind of wanted. I wanted some plains to connect to this area and some cliff. And I really like this part. It's very subtle, but it breaks apart the green, which is nice. And this is it without any like greenery or trees or any sort of anything. Just like that. Soon there will be a lot of trees and flowers. Same with up here, or down here I should say. But look, look at all that. Oh look, that's so nice. I like this a lot. And honestly, this is how much I had planned for today. I have a plan right here. I think I'm gonna do it within a couple episodes. But then when this is done, I can work on the terraforming. But oh my goodness, we did a lot of work today. Unfortunately, that is all we have time for today's video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, why not subscribe? I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and every little bit helps, because that's how it works. You should know. You've been watching YouTube for a while, I think. Also, make sure to like it. Ego low, like means high. There we go. And comment. Let me know if you like the. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you like Christmas. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you're not. Let me know anything. Yep. Well, I hope you enjoyed. And always remember to sleep with your pillow. Good. Bye.